yesterday.
Green juice is the new cigarette.
Yes. Yeah.
Take it in. Look how it's like God's heroin. Without a doubt, one of the most common comments we get on this channel is you guys do so much freaking meat stuff. I'm trying to eat more vegetarian. Can you share with me recipes that are vegetarian, this and that? So recently I was in LA. I hit up my friend Giovanna. She has a channel called Rawvana that's all plant-based vegan food, and she makes it super simple and very accessible. I was like, listen, you gotta help me out. The fans, they want more vegetarian recipes, but they love meat. And we're talking people that like, you know, you really crave meat. Like someone like me, I crave meat, but sometimes I want to eat more vegetables in my life, and I need those things that feel like, it's almost like the gateway drug into veganism, where you're eating something and you feel like, okay, this is like meaty, this is hearty, but there's no meat at all. So Rawvana schooled me in the vegan crossover meat experience going on, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. Let's check it out, let's get on this ride, here we go.
We're gonna make it like a little bit more healthy, and we're not using any oil. Not that oil is bad for you, it's good for you, but we're just gonna do it oil free.
Some people need to cut the oil out, you know?
Yeah,
They're like, how do I cook? I get that all the time, like I'm freaking out, I can't use oil.
Exactly.
Is this something that you like to make as like a dinner, a lunch, just a whatever?
I personally like to meal prep. I love to meal prep for the week.
Cool.
So I'll make like a huge batch of soup for like 3 days, and then I'll just keep it in the fridge and then eat it.
Cool.
Whenever.
Are there certain flavors you tend to go to? I know you're from Mexico. So
Yeah, so honestly a lot of my meals tend to be just Mexican flavored.
Cool.
But I love Italian as well. So I love, like, basil is one of my favorite herbs, so I use that too. But I like to
fuse the two, like
yes, for
Mexican,
sure. Yeah.
Italian.
Mm-hmm. I like to fuse basil with cilantro often. I love that.
That's cool because I feel like you rarely see those two become friends.
It's true. It's true. Oh yes, but like for pastas, like adding some serrano pepper in there and like making it spicy.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna add the rice. So I have half a cup of cooked white rice right here. Okay, so we're going to add that. And honestly, chipotle can be to taste. I know some people really like it, other people don't, but it adds a really nice smoky flavor to the soup.
Chipotle and everything.
Oh yes, for sure.
I think the only reason I started to use it again a lot more, but there was a couple years where like it became like the hottest ingredient in every dish, so I like had to rebel against it.
Really?
But it's the best flavor. Yeah.
It is the best flavor.
To get smokiness without doing like liquid smoke and smoke powder.
Now we're gonna add 3 cups of water. You can really add as much as you want, depending how chunky you want the soup to be. Then, if you have yellow corn, you can use yellow corn, but I'm gonna be using some zucchini for this. So half of a zucchini, chop it up into small square chunks, add that to the soup, chop up some cilantro, you add your cilantro, and you cover up the pot.
So this is just like a hearty soup that's filling and delicious?
Exactly,
Easy to make.
filling, delicious, easy to make, very healthy.
Cool.
And I'm also gonna add some lime juice.
When you first went vegan, how long ago was it?
That was 5 years ago. 5 years ago I went vegan, but I didn't go vegan, I went raw vegan.
So you went fully
yes,
for
it was it was intense. It was really intense. And I became raw vegan because that's what I was introduced to, and that's what I learned right off the bat. So
was there something that like were there certain dishes that were the hardest that you missed? Certain foods?
For me, fish, ceviche, like ceviche tostadas or just ceviche. I love ceviche, so I think that was the worst, or not the worst, the hardest. And cheese. I love cheese, like just really like blue cheese or camembert or brie, like the French cheeses.
Oh yeah,
my favorite.
And have you found substitutes like
yes,
ceviche and stuff?
Oh yes, there's so many vegan cheeses that taste exactly like brie or camembert, or like those are my 2 favorite cheeses. And fish, I mean, it's all about textures, honestly. Like you said, like what you were saying right now with how you cook vegetables. You can make a delicious ceviche with cauliflower, and you because at the
cauliflower.
end, yeah, it's with cauliflower.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ceviche?
Oh yes, it's so good. I make it all the time. After 10 minutes, you open the pot and you're gonna see that there's gonna be like some red things on top. Oh my gosh, that smells so good! That's when you know it's ready. So you turn it off and you just let it cover, let it sit. After that, it's basically ready to serve. But now we need a tortilla. So you get 2 corn tortillas. You're gonna heat them up on a pan. And once you have them pretty toasty, but not burned, you're gonna cut them into small, thin strips. Add that to your soup, and voila, you have tortilla soup.
Beautiful soup.
Yes. So now we can start making our tinga.
Tinga. So what is a tinga?
Tinga. Okay, so tinga in Mexico usually do it with chicken. And tinga is like just chicken. You cut it into thin strips, and it has we're also gonna be using chipotle. Cool. It has a chipotle sauce. And you can make like tostadas out of it or tacos. But the cool thing about it is that I'm gonna be doing it with portobello mushrooms. And portobello mushrooms have that really meaty texture. So for anyone who misses meat or wants to go vegan but like really likes that feeling of eating animal protein, then this is good for you guys.
It's a good crossover.
It is, it is. For the tinga, first you get 3/4 of a white onion and we cut it up into very thin strips.
Cool.
So the whole thing about the tinga is the texture and the way that you cut the veggies. And you want to cut it like this. And that's exactly how I cut the portobello as well, into thin strips, okay?
Sweet.
And portobellos, they look big, but once they cook, they get much smaller. We're gonna add that to a pan. Then after that's been cooked for about 3 minutes, we will add our portobello mushrooms. And in the meantime, that is cooking and warming up. We're gonna blend up our tomato sauce. That's gonna go in the tinga. You're gonna need 2 tomatoes.
Okay. Stick her off. Oh.
Yes, stick her off. Don't forget. Let's see, 1 garlic clove, or half a garlic clove actually, half. Some chipotle. Here's where the chipotle goes. Chipotle powder. We're also gonna blend in some cumin. Oh look, what is this
Sticker.
doing here? A sticker.
Hanging on for dear life.
Cumin. And oregano.
Just kind of eyeballing it?
Yes.
Cool.
For this one I am, but you can average around 1/4 of a teaspoon or so. Now we blend. And once that is blended, then we add it to our portobello and our onion that's been cooking.
So for your channel in general, like the recipes, would you say there's a theme besides like raw and vegan?
Theme? Well, I always say simple, easy, vegan, healthy. Or not. Maybe not simple, but just like easy, vegan, healthy, and delicious. Everything is good. Like everything tastes really good, but I think my recipes are perfect for the person who's just starting to go vegan and who doesn't know what to do in the kitchen and who's probably doesn't even cook. So
someone's like, okay, I know I need to change my lifestyle, or I'm inspired to. I want to be vegan, but I don't even cook any food.
Exactly.
Where do I start? Go to Ravana.
Yes. Exactly.
You're the gateway drug into vegan food. You're cooking. Okay.
Yeah, so that's, and for so many people, and maybe some people, they do know, they love to cook, they love to be in the kitchen, but they go vegan or they want to go vegan and they're like, what do I eat? Like, I have no idea, what am I going to substitute my food with? So that's exactly what I do. Basically, you're just gonna let it cook. You're gonna add some cilantro so all the flavors come together and let it cook for around 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And that's basically it. In the meantime, you're gonna cook 2 more corn tortillas. You're gonna put them in a pan because we're gonna make them tostada-like, so you don't want them soft. You want them to be, yeah, a little bit crispy.
Tostada is more like open-faced taco?
Yes, exactly. A tostada, so a tostada, this is like a tostada almost. It's like baked tortilla chips, and they're hard, and a taco is a taco.
Let's tostada it up.
Okay, let's do tostadas. And that's actually how you eat tinga.
Okay, good. Sometimes tostadas would be like baked or fried, but
For
you're
sure.
just like,
Yes,
you're a master at no oil. It's amazing.
You can actually do them baked with no oil. I've done that too. It's probably gonna be better. Once that's done, you take them out and you serve your tinga on top of your tostadas. Of course, we add some avocado on top and some cilantro. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's delicious.
So this is what?
You need to smell it first. This is the tortilla soup?
Yes, that's a tortilla soup.
Okay.
It's really good with the jasmine rice. Delicious. What do you think? Is it good? Really?
Yeah. Well, it's still coming. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, it's this cool balance of soup, but also like ceviche in a weird way. Because there's like some fresh avocado and stuff in there. It's like, it's really good.
Yum. I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah. It's like a tostada / taco. But you can, let's eat it.
Tostaco.
Tostaco. Cheers.
That's really good. Portobello.
That is so good. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Portobello.
Portobello, baby.
Vegan food can be like hearty and delicious.
I'm gonna try the soup.
Yeah, soup it up.
Let's see.
That's really good. Starting to feel the spice. What I love about Mexican food is it starts to like kind of build. Like you get its bite.
It's really good,
Yeah.
actually.
Things just keep growing in my mouth. Heck yeah.
Oh yes, this is so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I wish you could try it.
You can try it, you just gotta make it. Same with this, like if you don't have portobello, you could use like button mushrooms, oyster. It's more about the flavoring and seasoning.
And you can actually, the first time that I made this recipe, I didn't use portobellos, I used eggplant instead of portobellos. And it still had that like meaty texture.
Eggplant. Good. Some spice. I'm like, oh.
And it's spicy?
No, it's like perfect spice.
I'm like used to so much spice. But it's really, yes.
I don't like things too spicy. I like to taste the flavor. And it's like hanging in there, but it's not like, I'm dying.
It's not bad. Yes. But some people like to just be like, dying.
Ever consider going back? Like,
to the dark side?
To the
What
dark
do you
side,
mean?
Dark side of the moon.
You mean
Dark
like,
side of the moo, I
like,
should call
like
it.
eating protein? Eating animals?
Dark side of the moo.
Honestly, no. It's not even an option for me. I feel like I went vegan for health reasons, just because I began to feel so much clarity and my vibration just elevated so much. Like it was crazy. Like consciousness, everything. Like I started feeling on top of the world. I was like, I like that feeling.
It's a good feeling, yeah.
It was.
Anti-dairy club.
What?
The anti-dairy social club?
Anti-dairy, yes. Try this. Like just cutting out dairy. Seriously, it changes your life. Like I didn't realize the impact that food had on me.
So how did you get into raw cooking and stuff? Like, was there a time in your life where you didn't know anything about this lifestyle?
Oh, for sure. I mean, how did I get into it? It was after a 2-week raw vegan, I guess you can say detox that I did in San Diego at this place called Optimum Health Institute. That was the very first time I ever got introduced to this lifestyle. And it was the very first time that someone told me you can get enough protein without eating animal products.
And you were full, like not aware of this at all before?
No, not at all. I mean, I had heard it, but I never had someone tell me, like a doctor tell me, like, yes, like this is healthy. Like I thought it was okay, but I always thought that you needed protein. And I started to feel amazing because I did my first 3-day juice cleanse there. And after that, I just felt like
life changed?
Yes, life changed.
Wow.
And after that, I never went back. Like I cut off drinking alcohol. I would go out so much, like Wednesday to Sunday, I was going out and drinking. I would smoke like half a pack of cigarettes every day. Like that was my breakfast, coffee and cigarettes.
Really? And it's a total lifestyle shift
And my dinner was like a glass of wine and a cigarette.
So what is it now? What's breakfast now?
Breakfast now is first water and then green juice. Like all greens. Actually, I had a green juice today.
Green juice is the new cigarette.
Yes. Yeah.
Take it in. Like, oh, it's like God's heroin. It's like
it is, and it gets you so pumped up. It gets me really pumped up in the morning. Yeah.
What are some of the most valuable lessons that you've learned about just eating better?
Some of the most valuable.
Yeah, like say there's someone out there who like maybe wants to start trying out veganism, vegetarianism, but they're scared or they don't know like what the impact would be. I'm just curious, like.
Okay, well, I would say come at it with an open mind because of course getting out of our comfort zone and doing something different can be scary, But that's where all the magic happens, when you get out of your comfort zone and do something different. Some of the benefits that I experienced was clarity of mind, just no fogginess, more energy. So I have more energy to work out. I have more energy to be focused and be productive on my work, on what I'm passionate about, what I love doing. I'm more conscious of how food affects my body, my mind, and my soul, even my soul. And honestly, the impact that it makes on the planet and on the animals as well. It's like, for me, it's a no-brainer. Like, why not try it? Why not do it? It doesn't mean that you have to go vegan. It doesn't mean that you know,
just like introducing more plants in your body.
Exactly, because so many people are like, I don't want to go vegan. Like, I can't imagine myself being vegan. That's fine. That's totally fine. Maybe try it for a few weeks. Try it for a few days, just experiment. That's fun too. And then if you like it, then you like it. And if you don't, then you probably already will have the habit of eating more plant foods, which is healthy for your, you need that. We need that.
And I think these dishes are great examples of things that are hearty and delicious that you don't feel like you need to eat meat. Because that's a big thing for me.
For sure.
Like, I found more recently, especially as my wife was vegan, the more I eat just plant-based food, like that's good, the less I feel like I miss anything. Like there used to be a time I was like, oh, it's good, but I'm missing meat. But now, like, you just make the right recipes and you feel satisfied.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, satisfying.
Yes. Yeah. Satisfying vegan food, exactly. For so many people think eating vegan is just lettuce and tomatoes, and it's so much more than that.
You're like, no, I'm gonna miss all my stuff.
I know. What am I gonna do with my meat?
You just have to like understand too that it takes time to develop this lifestyle.
Oh, for sure. It takes time. It's a process. Like, take it one step at a time. There's no rush. It's not a race.
No one's
It's
winning.
fun.
This is your
Exactly.
life. This is your life.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Subscribe to All Ravana. I'll put the links below. And thank you so much for sharing this.
Thank
it's beautiful.
you, Josh, for inviting me, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you all
guys
so
rock.
much.
Peace.
Bye.